And welcome to Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Joe Arena.
And I'm Allie Hartwick. Victoria's off today. Will be for the rest of the week.
Yes, she is. And we have a special friend in the studio today. Dennis George, the Quizmaster. Western New York Quizmaster is in town, as you might recall. I am the current champion.
Because you cheated.
I don't know about that.
One, you got the buzzer that worked better than the other.
Right.
Two, you were getting answers from other people. Cheater.
You've been waiting all day to say that, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I just remembered how much I am mad at you for cheating.
I cheated, whatever.
It's fine. Chef Chaz is in the kitchen today, and he's going to be making up some wings and a lot of different dipping sauces, so we're very excited for that. Continuing Wing Week.
Can't wait. That's right. He was out in L.A., so maybe he brought back a little, left wing twist or something.
Left wing.
Left coast, I meant.
Nice. I like the left wing. It's good.
What was that, Chaz? A little swagger? All right. All right. First off, we're talking about driving this morning, and when it comes to Buffalo, I cannot believe this.
I can't either.
Yeah, according to an Allstate, or to the Allstate America's Best Drivers report, Buffalo came in at number 146 out of 200 cities for most unsafe driving. The report looks at car collision frequency to identify which cities have the safest drivers. And number one in the report is Fort Collins, Colorado, very safe, where the average driver will experience an accident every 14 years. So to give you an idea, every 8 years the average driver here will experience an accident, and that's 24% higher than the national average.
I am so surprised by this, because you look at cities like any city in southern Florida, any city near Boston, it's really hard to drive because people are so aggressive, and it's terrifying.
And volume. I mean, there's just
more people.
Right.
I am shocked that we rank so low on the list.
So am I. I think maybe part of it might have to do with the timing of our light system. I know in the morning I can't get up Delaware Avenue at 4 a.m. without hitting like a few lights, and it'll go green, 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 then red, red, red. Like
we also have a very short yellow light. A very short yellow light.
In some places, you're right. Yeah, so maybe it has something to do with that. I have always thought, though, that it's kind of a relaxed driving atmosphere here in Buffalo, whereas like a big city is more aggressive. So maybe they're relaxed. If you're too relaxed, you're going to get into an accident. So you should be paying attention. So,
that is very true. All right, we want to talk about a great event that happened last night. Western New York came out and really showed their appreciation for a Niagara County Sheriff's deputy last night. Alan Gerhardt threw the first pitch of the Bison's game just a few weeks after an accident that cost him his legs. He got a standing ovation from everyone, and part of the ticket sales went towards his recovery, and I think this is just absolutely amazing. Yeah,
what a great story. I mean, I know when we talked about it on Wake Up a couple of weeks ago, it was just such a tragic story. This is a guy that was an Iraq war veteran, a combat pilot, I believe, accomplished so much, for protecting our country overseas. Then he comes back and this happens to him, but he's handling it so well. This is a guy that's he's planning to be in a marathon.
Which is absolutely amazing. And I had so many friends go last night. I had a lot of people who were really excited to get up, get out, show their support. And it's just amazing. I mean, so many times this summer, Buffalo has taken such a tragic incident and really stood behind people and made it amazing.
Absolutely. So. We saw that with Officer Gary Sangbush.
Yes, we did.
Lots of people showed up for him, and as your friend said, a lot of people showed up last night as well.
Yeah, it's great.
Good to see. City of good neighbors living up to its name. All right. Well, when you're at the baseball game, do you drink a lot of pop? Well, we've got a question. If you think you drink a lot, you might not be alone. There's a new report out there that finds 1 in 20 people drink the equivalent of more than 4 cans of soda a day. A new ad campaign is now pushing to cut consumption down to 3 a week by 2020. And I know I do. I drink a lot of the diet variety, but that apparently not that good for you.
Not that much better.
Yeah.
Sugar in pop is astounding. I'm not a huge pop drinker, so I am kind of sitting down from on high here, which might be slightly annoying for you at home. But a can of pop is the same as eating like a bowl of ice cream or a piece of cake.
You got to think of it that way.
There is so much sugar in one can. You go to a big bottle, you're having more than one serving.
And 20 ounces serving and a half.
Would you eat several bowls of ice cream a day? Probably not.
Or like 6 tablespoons of sugar.
It's insane the amount of sugar, especially with diabetes being such a problem in the United States. I think it's something people need to consider a bit more.
Absolutely, and as you said, it's got caffeine in it. We were talking about that, and that's what makes it so addictive. It's like smoking, nicotine is to smokers. Caffeine is very addictive.
And we all know,
I
need my coffee in the morning. You get used to that amount of caffeine.
Absolutely, it's a regular thing. You got to try to cut down on it.
Yep.